Hello, welcome back to Brain Cancer Cyclist. I've had a lot of people contact me and ask me how I'm doing. It's been probably 6 months or so since we put a video out. Trust me, we do have a couple videos in the process. It's just, sometimes life takes control and you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm doing okay. In December of 25, I had an MRI where they found a tumor regrowth, and so on December 23rd, my oncologist took me off the Optune device that I was wearing, and it's now March 18th, and 2026, and I haven't worn it since, or for 3 months now, and I tried to get into a clinical trial, or an immunotherapy trial, but they were testing my lymphocytes in my blood, and I couldn't get my levels up to where they needed to be. They needed to be at 1.0, and the highest I get them was like 0.6 or 0.06, something like that. I couldn't get it up high enough. So then they put me on a different chemotherapy, which is Lomustine.
Yeah.
Lomustine.
Lomustine.
Lomustine. And so I've been doing that for a couple months. It's a one dose every 6 weeks. I took my first dose maybe 4.5 weeks ago. I'm due on the March 31st to take my second dose. So it seems to help, but the tumor's still there, pressure in my brain, which is causing me to be, my left side is really weak. I need to work on that. Of course, that was the original problem when I had my stroke. My stroke, my tumor's on the right side, so my cognitive on the left side is not really very good right now. Sometimes I have a hard time walking, using a cane. Most of the time, today's a good day. They've got me on some steroids as well, which is helping me regain my balance and some strength in my hand. My hand is almost completely numb. It's hard to do things. If it wasn't for my wife and my kids, I don't know what I'd do. And I haven't even been looking at the camera all the time, have I? So I hope you guys know that when I do these videos, I don't even know what they're called. I don't have boards that I'm looking at. I don't have anything written out. I don't even have anything planned to say. I just kind of all off the cuff, kind of all shooting from the hip. So this video is not going to be edited, so I hope you can hear me. We're in Colorado Springs right now for spring break. As you can see, Pikes Peak's right behind me. Our Airbnb is across the street, so we have a good view of Pikes Peak from our Airbnb. It's my wife, my 2 daughters, Cassandra and Charity, and my son and his wife, Emily, live out here, and my grandson, Rowan. Which, some good news, we found out in December, early January, my daughter, Cassandra, they're expecting a child in July of 26. So we're really excited to be our first granddaughter, our 5th grandchild, but our first granddaughter. So we're really excited about that. I actually bought an e-trike, not an e-trike, a 7-speed. I was looking at e-trikes to ride, but I don't because of my balance. But I don't want to spend $2,000 until I'm sure I want one. So I bought a 7-speed tricycle, adult tricycle, off Facebook Marketplace. Off of Facebook Marketplace for $35. The guy was only asking $25, but he brought it to me, so I threw in the extra $10. So that was pretty cool. And so we started a video before we came out. So my son, there's a couple things wrong with it. My son is going to fix it while we're out here in Colorado from Kansas. And by the time I get home next weekend, I'm going to try to give it a ride, and we'll see what we can do. Like I said, balance is still an issue. But if I have to ride a tricycle, I'd rather do that than not ride at all. I know it's, I don't even care. So anyways, I'm doing good. My mouth still gets tired towards the end of the day. I still have to plan out my day. We were going to go to Manitou Springs this morning, but there's a lot of walking. And so what we'll do is we'll do something in the morning usually, and then we'll rest in the afternoon, and then the evening we'll go do something else. My wife and I have taken several trips, not long trips, but we live 30 minutes from Kansas City, so we've gone into Kansas City a couple times just for the weekend, and we find things to do, and it's always a good time. Gone down to Emporia to visit my mom. I went to Wichita. We're just trying to get out and do things, kind of live life to the fullest is what we can. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of give everybody an update of where I'm at, how I'm doing, and since I've had people ask, and this is the easiest way for me to do that. So hopefully I'm glad you joined me today, and it is, like I said, it's March 18th in Colorado Springs, and I think it's like 66 degrees, 67 degrees, and it's like, wow. Couldn't have picked a better week to come. We have a lot of things we're going to do this week before we go home on Saturday. Normally, we would just leave Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon after church, and then just drive straight through. But we're stopping on these long trips now. We're stopping to get hotels now, just for me, for a fatigue factor. So you just kind of adjust the way you live your life and kind of adjust how you do things, and you make it all work. You don't really stop doing things. You just kind of adjust your life around them, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Just trying to adjust. So anyways, thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.